to make it 3-1 here and possibly just confirm our place in the top 8.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar, where in today's episode we have got 2 games coming up, the conclusion of our league phase here in the Champions League and the chance to make that top 8 for the second year in a row, the third time in our time here at Shakhtar. We have got quite the task, quite a simple task, but still quite a task on our hands to try and get there. If we go and take a look at the day's work that we have ahead here. So since last time out, obviously that 3-1 win against Vitoria and then a 1-1 draw against Liverpool. We've had 2 league games. We also dropped points in between those 2 games. As you can see there, we've had a game against Roma, a 1-0 loss, our first loss of the league phase. You already know the mentality I have about these European games, and I think personally we've got the the games in the league phase and then the games in the knockouts. I'm usually thinking in terms of the knockouts always, and a 1-0 loss away from home against a good Roma team who sit first in Serie A, as you can see there, a very, very good team. It's not the worst result at all. It really isn't. But the thing is now we have to bounce back going to these 2 games today. We didn't pick up 3 points, and that's why it's a bit different in the league phase, because we need points. We don't care about a 1-0 loss and the fact we could bounce back at home, because there is no bouncing back at home against this Roma team. We've dropped points, but then now we have to just go and get these results here in the hopes that we can get that top 8. We already have a playoff spot guaranteed, but it's a bit frustrating. We didn't play bad. Obviously, you can see here Jean missed a penalty. No Shevchenko in that game. A few injuries hitting us, and they've come, quite thick as well. The amount of injuries thick and fast. But no Lind either, and a few injuries still hitting us now. It's not the worst result, but obviously it's a bit annoying that we dropped points, especially considering it was only a 1-0 loss. And then we've had our break, 3 games, 3 wins against Rakau, Choa there, as you can see. Karabag we played against in Azerbaijan. We go away for all these games and then back home with the under-19s, a 6-2 win, so not the worst result against our under-19s. Today, the task in hand that we have, we play against a brand of teams who fit into the same category as Roma, and argue kind of Europa League teams is probably the way to describe them these days anyway. Roma, it feels like a brand of team that we should be beating, but obviously we didn't. Today we come up against Monaco, who are previous Champions League finalists, if I'm not mistaken. They did make the Champions League final one time, 2004, as you can see there. And then we will also be playing against Sevilla. There's 7 times, or 8 times even, I don't know if any of them are modern, they're the 7 times champions of the Europa League. Massive game that will be against an incredible European team, but it's 2 teams who realistically, at home in both of them, are teams who are finished or are currently in 33rd and 31st place. We should be taking 6 points away from these games. It's a brand of teams who I'd argue we fit into, but we should be beaten now. 6 points today would get us up to 19 points in this league phase. And that is an incredible tally if we can do that. In the last few years, 19 points has been enough for 4th place. It's been enough for 3rd place there, 4th place again, and then 5th place there, 3rd place there. So if we get, I don't know what the table's saying. It doesn't look like the most competitive season, to be honest, here. So if we can get to 19 points today, I think we could get top 4 here, which would be an incredible result for us. We know the job. 2 games, 2 really good teams that we're playing against. We should be able to have some really good games against them today. The first one against Monaco. So the team for this game against Monaco, we've got a few injuries. Lozano's out for up to 12 days there, and also Puchkov is out for a few weeks, and we also have injuries to Kuzmanik, Zeldenrust, Rodrigo as well. So a bit of a rotated team today. That starts with McGonnell in goal, backline of Cam Mindo, Emerson, Ikac is in the team. He's managed to be registered now, and Cortazar. We've got Linden Palladino in the middle, Popov on the left, Jean on the right, and Shevchenko and Rudenko up top as the two teams walk out here in the Donbas Arena. Whilst there's no league action, these fans must absolutely be loving it, because they're turning up like this week and then next week just for Champions League games, and they are the most fun games, honestly, to play in. And two games where, you know, we're on track to get 6 points in. We really should be getting 6 points in. It's going to make for a good game. Obviously, we have a bit of a rotated team for this game today, and it should make out for some good, good football from us. Obviously, if we get the win in this game, it would take us up to 16 points, and that surely is enough, no matter what happens in our final game, to qualify us for the top 8, which is obviously a massive thing for us, and we really need to get that over the line. And then we go and play a team who doesn't finish in this top 8. I mean, Roma are in the top 8, as you can see there, so clearly are playing very well at the moment. But teams who are outside of it, you know, these are the teams we want to be playing, especially in that round of 16 game, just to make it a little bit easier. The teams I don't want to play, probably RB Leipzig. PSG look like a good team. Chelsea, maybe I think we could get a result against them. Atletico Madrid, we beat them. Real Madrid, we beat them. Man City, we've beat them, but we very narrowly lost to. So if we've improved since then, we could be able to get the edge on them. Some good games, some good ties in there, but you know, we've turned the page a bit these days now. We can finally beat these big teams, and we just need it to all come together now and finally get over the line and get that result that we need here in this tournament. Cam Mindo with a long range effort, what a goal that is from Cam Mindo to make it 1-0 here. He's just taken it in his stride, picked his spot in that role that we give him, that free roll, and he scored a lovely goal to make it 1-0 here, and that is exactly what we need. We currently move into the top 3, as you can see there. Very good stuff from us. We are playing really good football. I mean, we've got obviously our last 2 home games here. We've won our first 2. Oh no, we drew one home game and drew one of the home games. We have won 3 away games and lost 1 away game, and then if we get these today, it would be 3 wins at home and 1 draw. Very impressive stuff. Those 6 wins that I said we need, so crucial, and it looks like we will get there as Popov makes it 2-0 here in this game. We are running away with it in the early moments of this first half. Very impressive stuff from us. Important thing here might be goal difference. It really might be. I mean, obviously there's no guarantees what happens in that Sevilla game. I would like to think we can get a result, and if we take a look at how they're doing in their game, I can't see them there, but have they moved up? They have moved up, so potentially are doing well in their game or picked up a point or something. But it's important. I mean, Monaco have got themselves a goal here in this game. It's been a very eventful last 4 or 5 minutes, as you can see there. We really need to be cautious, need to be careful, but I think we can get this result. We need to get those goals. That could be an important factor. I don't think it will. But maybe just for for in terms of merit and brownie points to move up that table, goal difference could be a difference. And if we finish higher than some teams like RB Leipzig, for example, who we're currently matching on points, or Chelsea, what does that say about us? It shows that it's a real statement of intent, showing what we want to do, and it will be very important that we work towards that. And I think we can try and get a few more goals here in this game. Jean finds himself on the ball. Lovely position he takes up. He cuts in. Jean all the way. It's deflected off a play. It falls back to him though now. Can he look to get a ball in? He squares it. Palladino is there. That's a foul. And that is going to be a penalty. And Shevchenko is going to step up to make it 3-1 here, and possibly just confirm our place in the top 8 after 40 minutes. The chance to make it 3-1 surely is a penalty. It is a penalty. And Shevchenko is going to step up here. Our captain, 30 years of age these days, but he doesn't show any signs of slowing down. Shevchenko steps up, takes the penalty, and he puts it away. 3-1 we lead here at the Donbas Arena. It has been a pretty perfect first half from us. We cannot complain at all with that. Now we need to go and get a few more goals to get the morale up. It's an important thing. Get the morale up, make everyone believe in the football that we're playing if they're not already, and also get a bit of sharpness into these boys as well. Some of these boys who were playing today, Linda's in here. He has the chance to make it 4-1 actually, not 3-1. He's not able to convert there. Some of these boys have not had loads of minutes. The way I do my pre-seasons, it probably should be a bit better, so everyone gets minutes. I only do like small amounts of games, like 3 games usually, maybe a bit more in the summer, But yeah, some of the bench boys don't get minutes, but it's usually because it's only league action anyway. That probably will change. It's just the kind of motivation to play those preseason games, because the only real value you get from them is tactical familiarity and sharpness, but it doesn't really contribute to anything apart from that. So it can be quite frustrating. But what can you do at the end of the day? Really, you have to do them. Popov plays the ball in near post here into a catch. His first real involvement in the game, and he finds himself on the ball. He cuts in, lovely ball to Cambindo, 4-1 here in this game, and Faber Cambindo gets his second goal of this game to make it 4-1 here, and we are blown away Monaco. It's a catch with the I don't know, I still don't know how to say his name, because what I've realised is it's Che, like the first name. If you ever heard the name Che, that's what it is. So it could be Ikache. I don't know. I've actually looked for a pronunciation and I've got no idea. It probably changes. I think we go with Ikache. Ikache could be the way to go forward. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out here. But he's having a good game so far and could contribute in getting a few more goals here. Palladino switches it. Lovely ball. That is out wide to Cambindo. Cambindo could find Lind with a pass here. Instead he goes to Emerson at the back, and Emerson's going to look to go forward back to Cambindo down the line potentially. Could set off Lind or Popov. We're taking our time in this play. You can see the shape that we take, kind of a three at the back, and then Cambindo gets that free roll. It works out really, really well, but it's forced him to be a bit isolated there, and now all of a sudden Monaco through on goal, and they do make it 4-2 here in this game. Whether or not the player is onside, we will have to see. The decision is goal given, and we need to be a little bit better here. We cannot be affording to concede goals like this. It's been a good performance attacking wise, but in terms of defensively, we've got a few concerns. These balls over the top, even with, we've had lots of possession, but they've just been really effective with them. We need to do a little bit better. We could be on for 5 goals here. Jean finds himself on the ball down the line. He beats his man. Can he look to square? Jean plays the ball in. Who's in there? It's Yaroslav Shevchenko with the header. He just puts it over the bar there. We're going to look to give maximum minutes ideally for a lot of these boys, because they have got the week break, but also we need their sharpness to still go back up in preparation for that Sevilla game. Are we going to be guaranteed a top 8 spot? I don't think we are just yet. Maybe not. We are 4th place, so there's a chance it could be done now. Let's take a look. 13 points a lot of teams sit on at the moment, so there's a chance it could be. Oh wait, if one more team, if Barcelona score, I think it is guaranteed for us. Jean has picked up a bit of a knock here. That's very frustrating. We're going to put Rudenko into his favoured side, and then we'll put Zeldin Rust in here. I think a catch we want to take off on a yellow, because we have to consider, it's one thing I've had to consider about who picks up yellow cards and stuff, like Lind for example. He was suspended in some of our games last year, and a catch on a yellow, we don't want him sent off. He's already got the yellow obviously, but we need to be a little bit more considerate because of suspensions and stuff like that, especially in those later stages of the season where the workload, the intensity is quite, there's quite a lot. We don't want that to affect the players, and we don't want that to, even if injuries happen, we don't want it to pair with suspensions. There might be a red card coming out here for the Monaco player. It has come out, and that is Monaco down to 10 men here. We lead 4-2, and we are set to go through into the top 8. We can confirm it here, I'm pretty sure. Can we not? I actually have no idea. Let me just have a look. I don't think it is just yet, but a point from the next game surely, well, it would a point from the next game would guarantee us that top 8. Very, very impressive display from us here, and a potential to go up to even 19 points. We've taken advantage this year of our good set of fixtures. Last year we had it as well, but didn't really take advantage of it. But this year, wow, we have capitalised on it and have been very, very good, and now this needs to continue into those knockout games. Bit of play going on here from us, trying to create those goals, maybe even a hat-trick for Cambindo, who's had an excellent game here. Quartazar down this right side, he's going to look to play a ball in. We've got many in the middle waiting for that ball. Where will he go? Quartazar, he's beating his man, lovely turn. Will he go all the way? Quartazar with the shot. What a goal that is from him to make it 5-2. He had, how many plays? He had like 6-7 players waiting in the middle, and he's just decided to go on his own. That is incredible. I know what we're going to do here in this game. We're going to put Cambindo up into the winger. We're going to bring. We've got no Lucho, and that's one thing I forgot to mention. Lucho is not with us because he has retired. He's actually retired because he's picked up a serious injury, and that basically forced him. Hang on, I need to be careful here who we bring on because I don't want to bring anyone on who's because we've got injuries and stuff like that. I think we bring off Palladino or Lin. I'll bring off Lin just so he doesn't get that. That yellow card that he usually can when we don't need to in this game. Lucho retired because he picked up a serious injury and just decided to call it a day there. So it's a shame we lose him really because he gives us lots of good leadership qualities that I really would have liked to have kept, but we can't stop him at the end of the day, can we? So two players who are going to retire in Lucho and in Kuzmanik, they can have an impact in this season. I mean, Lucho has done his bit. He got a few goals for us. Kuzmanik, we know exactly what Kuzmanik can do, and he can definitely make an impact across this season. Very, very good display from us here overall. Might be time for a few more goals. Alden Rust near post. Cambindo's gone up for the header. He's trying to get that goal into, and he's trying to force it for himself, but he plays it Shevchenko into Rudenko. It's hit the post, back to Popov. No one's able to get there in the end, and all of a sudden we have a 2-on-1 situation emerging here. Bit of defending required. It's going to be Krakov, I think, who's back there, who's going to have to commit to that ball, and luckily he scares the player out of anything happening. We've generated 3 goal difference here, which will be important, maybe even a few more if we can get some more goals. Emerson on the edge of the area, over to Popov on this left side, squares to Zeldenrust. No one's able to get there in the end. Krakov goes back in, tries to find Rudenko. It's cleared in the end only as far as Kozhvinikov, who's at the back there, ready to go with this ball. He goes to Krakov. Krakov down the line, he's advancing really. It's incredible from us. Caught Cambindo at the back post, and he gets his hat-trick. Faber Cambindo, who would, I mean, I was thinking, we've been saying about how he could be dropping out of this team in place of Popov, and both of them have scored, and Cambindo has got himself a Champions League hat-trick. That'll go nicely on his record. Not many people can say that from his position that he plays. How many left backs can say they've scored a hat-trick? Has Kozhvinikov just done he looked like he did a throw-in or something there. That was interesting. Lebedev, can we get? Is there time for a 7th goal here in this game, in this dismantling of Monaco here? Popov down this left side. I don't know what he's done, but it might work out. Cambindo is trying to pressure this ball. Nothing comes from it in the end. Are we definitely on key highlights? Yeah, I don't know why they're showing us a goal kick here. There might be a mistake. We can force something out of it. We're winning every ball here. We're just playing so well. Never mind. Why did I say that? Might be time for 6-3 here in this game. Monaco go through on goal, but luckily nothing comes from that. 5 minutes added time. We've made most of our changes. No one I really want to bring off because, as I'm saying, we need to still get a sharpness up, and no one's in a, quite a critical state that they need to come off. We've got a few players out injured, obviously Puchkov, Lozano, that Jean injury. I hope it's not too bad, but we've been struck with quite a few bad injuries. Quite long times that these players are missing. There hasn't been a player who hasn't had an extended period on the sidelines in the last few seasons, so hopefully it's nothing too bad. We'll have to see. Rust into Shevchenko. Shevchenko, can he get himself a second of the game? There's a free kick here. Is that a second yellow for the Monaco player? Could be down to 9 players, and they are. Time for a 7th goal here. Shevchenko obviously got the opening goal here in this game, but he's not seen loads. Oh no, he didn't get the opening goal. He got the 3rd goal apparently. I didn't know that. The final moments of this game has been a very, very eventful one at that. There might be time for a 7th. Palladino has got space to run into ahead of him. That role that he plays in the Segundo Volante, very, he can play it very, very well, and I think he could have advanced with it a little bit more there, but I guess not. Kozhvinikov could find Krakov here, could go a bit more advanced to Zeldenrust. He finds Rudenko instead. He goes back to Kozhvinikov, and he could pick out a pass. We're playing ball-playing defenders now, and it allows us to go a little bit higher, and it's working out so well. Just look at the chances we are creating here. This has been an absolute masterclass. Defensively, wish we didn't concede, but what an attacking display. Into the middle for 7-2. Are we going to score? Krakov it goes to. Emerson now. Zeldenrust is there. Is anyone going to get a shot away? It falls to Krakov. He beats his man. Can he square it? He goes back to Palladino. Palladino with the shot. It hits the crossbar. Not to be in getting that 7th goal, but what a performance it's been. So the team for this game against Sevilla, I wanted to finally start our new centre-back pairing that we've not seen, and it's literally February in a few days of Lozano and Ikac. But Lozano can play, but he just can't. These players can't stop getting injured. His injury history not too nice recently. As you can see here, he's had quite a few injuries to start the season. So we don't want to have that again for him. So we've decided to keep him out for now. So same with Rodrigo. So the team starts with McGonagall in goal today, a backline of Popov, Emerson, Ikac and Cortazar. Cambindo is out with a virus, because why not? And Jean is out for this game, but he should be back for the next ones because we have quite a break until the next game. So at least if these guys are going to be injured, they get it done now because there's quite a bit of a break until our next games. Linden, Palladino in the middle. We've got Rysakov on the left, Rudenko on the right, and Shevchenko and Zaldenrust up top. As the two teams walk out here in the Donbas arena, another Champions League game at home, and we need to take advantage of that fact and try and get up to those 19 points. But it's not going to be an easy task. Sevilla, very, very good team, having a bad season in the league phase, same with Monaco as well. They are competing themselves for their own playoff spot, so it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but it feels like one we should realistically be winning, and hopefully we can go on and do that here in this game. As you can see there, 22nd place, currently sitting on 9 points. But if we go and get the win here in this game, as it stands, we would move up to 3rd place. Zaldenrust is in here, finds Rysakov with an effort, and what a goal it is on his return to the side. Dmitry Rysakov to make it 1-0. We've trusted him today in that spot. Obviously not the same player he used to be, but he comes into this team with all his experience and can still score a screamer like that. As we go and take a look at the updated table, there we are. We're above teams like RB Leipzig, Real Madrid, Man City, Barcelona, the two teams to be looking at, Chelsea and PSG by the looks of it. And there's a big chance we draw one of Chelsea, PSG or RB Leipzig, considering we've not played them in the last 2 seasons. So we have to just go and face them, go and beat them ideally, because we are playing like a good team. Very, very good attacking displays. Defensively we're okay, but as long as we can just get those goals and get that, over the other teams, and there's no reason why we can't go on and get those results against those teams. I mean, we've been quite evenly matched. We're only 2 points separates us as it stands, so clearly not a bad team that we are, and we've done very, very well to pick up 19 points if we go and win this game. And 19 points out of 24, 6 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. I mean, I said we could afford to lose 2 games and get to 18 points, with that being a guaranteed score, but the fact that we went and got that extra draw against Liverpool, a game we really should have won at home, but it was a very close game. Not the worst result in the end, as Sevilla have a chance in behind, but luckily it's offside. I mean, Liverpool game, those games like that, we have to improve when it comes to the knockouts, because a 1-1 draw at home against a team we should be beating realistically, a team who are sat in, if we go and take a look, they are sat in 13th. We currently sit 5 points clear of them. We have to be beating teams like that at home, because you don't get second chances at Anfield. And I think it's something we will go on and do. We have to put in really good attacking displays, make teams pay, and I think it's something I'm confident that we can do. We just have to go and do it now and see. And finally, I just hope we finally get our hands on that Champions League trophy. 30 minutes or 35 minutes left here in this game till the full-time whistle, and we lead 1-0. We're trying to get a few more goals. Can we go up to second? No, we can't go up to second. PSG currently winning their game, so they would top the league phase, now making the gap 3 points between first and third, but we can't complain. Rudenko's in behind here. Lovely goal from Rudenko. He goes all the way down that right side, just cuts in and puts a lovely finish into that far left corner to make it 2-0, and we have done our job here. We knew what we needed to do when we came into today's episode. 6-2 in the first game, we lead 2-0 here in the second game, and there is no cause for complaints at all. Palladino finds himself on the ball into Ikac at the back. Ikac, where will he go? He goes into Lind, and look how instrumental these two are, Lind and Palladino. Just involved in absolutely everything. Like, look at that pass that he's picked out. It's a lovely ball. And Rudenko, he finds Palladino. He's picked up a position here. Cortazar just sits inside. Rudenko squares it. Zeldin Rust, where will he go? He might go to, he goes finds Rysakov. Rudenko, oh, how's he missed that? What a goal that would have been. I can't believe it. What a finish that would have been. You see the, the tiki-taka and all that. It was absolutely incredible. Not able to convert in the end. We're going to look to make a few changes here. Rodrigo, I'm going to move these. I mean, I'll actually give a half to Lozano, or 25 minutes, because he can play, but we don't want to rush him back. I don't want to rush Rodrigo back. I'll bring on Lebedev for Cortazar. Or no, we'll bring on Hrakov actually for Cortazar, because he had a good game. And then we'll bring on Kuzminik for, I think we'll go for Shevchenko. Yeah, he's not really had his best game, so we might as well go and bring him on there in a bit of a straight swap. It would be nice to see him get a goal to make it 3-0 here in this game. We lead 2-0, and it's been a very, very good performance. Exactly what we needed. In behind, Rudenko could go, or he could go all the way by himself. Rudenko with the effort, and I've got no idea why he's gone his near post there, to be honest, but he has, and he's won as a corner nonetheless, so we can go and create something from this at the near post. We've got no Cortazar, but Lozano is running onto the pitch. Can he get up in time to win his header? He's not, I don't know why he's just all the way back there. I think they've just been subbed on, and we've not decided to wait for them on the corner. No idea what we decided with that. 4th place is the position it looks like we will get. We definitely could have done it with the results today, and it looks like we will go on and do it. RB Leipzig beating Molde, as I've just seen there, but overall we cannot complain. We have been absolutely incredible, and now it's time for those knockout games. I'm not going to tell you who, but we'll get on to that in tomorrow's episode. Top 4, we finish on 19 points. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another round of 16 game. Thank you. Bye bye.